Thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Shawnee and I'm going to be guiding you through a full body Power Pilates inspired session today, where we're really going to be focusing on the obliques as well as balance and coordination. So to start off with, if we can just start you off in your 4 points, making sure that your shoulders are stacked over your wrist, making sure that your back is in a neutral spine as well. We're going to first of all just start off by working through cat-cow. So really rounding through the shoulders, rounding through the back here, and then coming through and arching the other way. Now guys, if you've listened or watched any of my YouTube sessions before, you'll realise I don't usually do voiceovers. My sessions are purely follow along, where I am speaking to you in real time. However, I actually forgot to turn my microphone on this time, so here we are with a voiceover. So I hope that you will still stick with me exactly the same as you normally would do, and I hope this lands as I expected and wanted it to as well. We're then going to move through by curling the balls of the feet underneath as we push through, really trying to get those bums to touch onto those heels, feeling that nice stretch through the shoulders. We're then going to rock back forward onto our 4 points, making sure that our core is nicely engaged by then pushing back through the balls of the feet again. So through here, we're really just starting to warm up those wrists, and we're also trying to really make connection with that core and that balance before we move into the session. And making sure that we keep this movement nice and fluid throughout. This is just going to ensure that we are really warming up and making this a full body warm up rather than staying static in any positions. Now from this position here, we're then going to elongate through the legs, coming through into downward dog before then we come and sit back onto our bums and push back through onto all fours. We're going to drop the knees again. Using the core, we're going to push back up and through, bums towards our heels before then we elongate and straighten the legs, hips up towards the ceiling, heels towards the ground, lowering those bums back down to what I like to call a bunny hop, and then moving back through onto all fours. We're going to continue this motion through here, feeling that nice stretch through the shoulders, also through the hamstrings, also through the calves, as we continue to move our bodies into this full body movement. Now taking a moment through here just to really send those hips back up into our downward dog and then push through those heels. So really trying to get that heel to touch the mat whilst also pressing through the balls of the feet and walking through for 3, 2, and your last one through here before then we lower both of those heels, rippling all the way back through to plank, making sure shoulders are stacked over wrists, dropping the knees towards the mat, sitting onto those heels and then rotating those wrists. So we're just going to take them one way for 6 before then we rotate them the other way, just making sure everything is nice and warm and ready for the session that we are about to move into. So to begin with, we are always going to start off with some deep core activation work, because it's one of my favorite ways to just really ignite that core and to get everything moving. So you want to make sure that your feet are nice and grounded and planted in towards the floor. You're then going to take your hands up towards the ceiling, and from here you're going to make sure that you are drawing the belly button in towards the spine. The back is connected to the mat, and we're going to take a big inhale from here. Exhale, we're going to move, lifting up head, chest and shoulders. Hands go towards those heels before then we lower all the way back down to the mat. Now big inhale from here again, making sure those ribs are nice and knitted together before we exhale and continue moving in this crunch. Now in this crunch we are just lifting up head, chest and shoulders just to make sure that we aren't compromising any of the other muscles. We want to make sure that we're hitting upper and lower abdominals through here as we move. We're moving at a slightly quicker pace, so really ensuring that we're utilising that breath work to help to lift us up, keeping those abdominals nice and flat. We're then going to come up to our last crunch through here, just keeping everything nice and intentional. And as we come back down to line, we're going to take a big inhale through here. Exhale, we're going to lift up head, chest and shoulders. We're then going to float that left leg up into tabletop before then we place that foot back onto the mat and lower our bodies back down. We're going to continue with this movement by alternating legs. So we're going to come back down to lying, come back up through with that left leg. Big inhale as we lower, exhale, we're going to move, coming through with that right leg. Now the breath work through here is as we lay down, we're going to inhale through here. As we exhale, we're going to lift that leg up. Inhale as we come to lying down again and continue in this motion. So still trying to really pull those arms away from you as everything lengthens, making sure that we're flattening the abdominals so there's no coning in the middle, and also ensuring we are still lifting up head, chest and shoulders. That leg stays at a 90-degree angle at all times, so it doesn't come too close in towards our chest again, so we don't take away from those lower abdominals really working. You're doing great, my loves. We are going to come for our last ones on each side. And then we're going to stay up in this crunch. We're not going to come back to lying, and we're just going to keep alternating those legs, taking them up to tabletop. Again, those legs are coming up to a 90-degree angle, and we're really working the upper and lower abdominals through here. Still really trying to draw those belly buttons in towards our spine, keeping everything nice and flat and connected. Well done. You've got 3. That's 2. Yes, you can. Your last one's through here. Really good. We're then going to come up straight into our pulses. So reaching those hands past our heels. You've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Yes, you can. 3, 2, and 1. Well done, my loves. Coming back down to lower and taking those arms all the way up towards the ceiling, drawing those knees in towards your chest and rocking back and forth. Now hopefully you can feel those abdominals working, which is really going to help to prepare us for the next part of this session. So we're going to come up to kneeling as we come into an oblique and balance series now. So I'm going to come up through onto my right leg, so if you are able to mirror me and join me on your left leg, that would be great, just so we are moving in the same direction. So we're going to start by elongating that right leg out towards the side, just bringing it a little bit further forwards into your mats, just so you can see it in your peripheral vision, so you don't put any pressure onto your lower back. We're going to bring the hands in towards our chest, keeping those elbows out nice and wide, and we're going to really feel nice and lifted and tall through the center before we move over into our obliques. So from here, we're going to take a big inhale, and then we're going to lean over, coming through into a side bend, coming over towards that left side, so we're coming over our supported leg. So exhale as we move, coming back up through to center, growing up nice and tall. Well done. Repeating that again, continuing. Well done. Growing tall in the center. Exhale. Inhale through here. Keep it going. So this whole time we're really trying to get nice and deep in that side bend, but without compromising the elbows. The elbows are out nice and wide to help to keep our back nice and strong, and to encourage us to move as one in this position. Your last one through here, then we're going to open the arms, bring the arms back into center before then we come back up through to center. And again, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, we move. So we're still staying nice and low in that side bend. Those arms are coming out into a diagonal as we're in that side bend, so we're really starting to load the obliques. Keeping that chest nice and open as we move throughout, especially as we open those arms, not rounding through the shoulders or rounding through the back. Well done, my loves, you're doing great. Keep it going. Nice. Your last one through here. You're going to open those arms, look up towards that top hand, and you're going to come through into pulses, feeling as if that arm is being pulled up towards the ceiling. Well done. You've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Coming all the way back up through center. We're then going to keep those arms out towards the side. We're going to take a big inhale through here, growing nice and tall, before then we lean over towards the side, placing that bottom hand down onto the mat. Our leg is going to automatically lift off the mat. We're then going to come through with elbow to knee meeting in the center, before then we extend arm and leg, placing that leg back down and coming all the way back over to center. Big inhale through here, exhale, lifting the leg, a nice balance between elbow and knee as that knee comes pointing up towards the ceiling, thigh stays out nice and open before we lower the leg and open the arms, meeting us back into center. We're going to continue this movement through here, really working through our breath and ensuring the movement is nice and controlled, especially as our weight changes distribution between coming through onto the side and then coming up and over through onto that knee again. Now, although this part is also incorporating the leg, it really does rely on the core to get us up and over and to keep us nice and stable and balanced. Now this is your last one through here, and once you've extended that leg away and pushed that arm out, you're then going to drop that leg and the other leg is going to meet it as we then come through into pushback. So really pushing through the feet, taking that hand towards the ankles, dropping that knee, and then coming through into leg lift. We're going to come elbow to knee, extend the arm and the leg, drop that top leg, the bottom leg meets it, before then we come through into pushbacks, really pushing the mat away with our feet. Well done, and again. Nice. Dropping the leg, meeting in that side plank. The option through here, you can always keep that bottom leg bent and really hinge at those hips for that pushback instead, before then you meet us back up into elbow to knee. Well done. Looking great, my loves. Nice. Well done. Keep it going. Well done, my love. Now you have 2 more from here. So really keeping this movement nice and intentional. It's a real heavy load through the wrists. So if you need to adjust to ensure those shoulders are still stacked over those wrists, make sure that you do so. This is your last one. Making this look so easy, guys. Well done. Coming through into pushbacks. We're going to stay up nice and high through here and continue with our pushbacks. You've got 5. Making this look easy. That's 4. Well done. 3. Option to drop the knee if you prefer. Last one through here. Well done. Meet me in hip lifts. You've got 8, 7, 6 more micro movements with those hips up towards the ceiling. You're doing great. 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Coming back through into kneeling, dropping those knees. We are going to come over into mermaid, stretching out those sides, stretching out those obliques, rotating the wrists as well if you need to. Now remembering that you can pause this video at any time, so if you feel like you need to do so, please do, because we are now going to move on to the other side. So this time we are going to come through, coming up onto our right knee this time, and having our left leg elongated, making sure that that leg is a little bit further forward so you can see it in your peripheral vision, so you don't put too much pressure onto your lower back as you move. Now, we still want to grow nice and tall in this position, keeping those arms nice and close towards our chest, really feeling as if we have an elastic band on the top of our head and we are being pulled up before we come over to those sides. Now, by really imagining this, it just helps us to really feel nice and pulled out of our obliques, so we're not just coming and sinking into those sides and not utilizing the muscles that we are supposed to be. Keeping those elbows out nice and wide to ensure we have a nice strong back as well. You're doing great. Well done. Now, as I always say, I always find that the second side is always a bit easier than the first, because you know what to expect and you're not trying to also guess as well as keep up. Well done, my loves. Your last one through here before then we open up those arms into that diagonal, bringing those arms back in towards the center, towards the chest, coming up and over. Incredible. And again. Nice. Well done. Looking great. Now, as you come up and over again, just making sure that you're keeping this chest nice and open. There's no rounding through the shoulders or rounding through the back. You're still staying nice and low in this side blend. The lower that you get in the side blend, the more you're going to be utilizing those obliques. Just try not to go too low that you start to compromise those arms and start to compromise that lower back by really starting to arch through. Your last one through there, we're going to look up towards that top hand, coming into those pulses. You've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Incredible stuff. Well done. Coming up and over, Really good, my love. Now this is where we're going to grow nice and tall in the center before then we come up and over, lowering that bottom hand. As we do, that leg lifts up towards the side. We're coming elbow to knee, nice balance between the two. That knee stays nice and lifted up towards the ceiling. Before then we lower that leg and come all the way up to our starting position through here. Remembering to grow nice and tall. Lowering that bottom hand, knee to elbow, nice balance between the two. So not one is going further than the other. Well done. Really keeping that thigh nice and open as we draw that knee in. That elbow comes down, keeping that chest open as well, so we're not rounding through the shoulders or rounding through the back. Now this movement, while still focusing on obliques, is really focusing still on stability and our posture, so we want to make sure that we are conscious as we move throughout that too. Inhale, exhale. Nice, guys. Killing it. Well done. You've got your last one through here. Well done. Now on this last one, this is where we're going to start to add on to those pushbacks. Well done. Dropping that leg. Meet me in that side plank as that bottom leg comes up. We're going to push back in towards those feet. Those hands come down towards the knees, dropping that lower leg, lifting that leg from the glute. Well done. Now you might find that you have one side that is a little bit more wobbly than the other. This is definitely my side. So lifting that bottom leg, still staying nice and open with that posture, with that chest, really pushing the round away with those feet as we come into pushbacks. Remembering that you can keep that bottom leg bent as you come through into your side planks and pushbacks as another option. Just making sure that you really hinge at the hips as you do so. You're doing great. Keep it going. You've got two more. Well done. Keeping this movement nice and intentional. Really push the mat away with those feet. Ribs stay nice and soft. Last one through here. You're going to meet me in those pushbacks. We're going to continue moving in our pushbacks through here. You've got 5. Well done. That's 4. Option through here is to drop that lower leg still and still continue with those hinges. You're doing great. Nice. You're killing this, guys. Keep it going. Your last one through there, we're coming through into those hip lifts. Well done. You've got 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Lowering back onto those knees, coming up and over into mermaid, stretching out those sides and those obliques, keeping that chest nice and open as we do so. Wow, what a spicy session that was. A full body session with so much emphasis on the core and on the stabilizers. Let's come in for a really quick cool down. So to begin with, we're just going to start off by coming into our 4 points, so coming up onto all fours, making sure shoulders are stacked over wrists. We're going to elongate that right arm all the way up towards the ceiling. Big inhale as we take that arm up. Before then we thread that arm underneath with a big exhale. Taking a moment here just to really turn inwards and start to slow everything back down again. Really lowering that heart rate. Meet me back on all fours as we switch arms. So this time we're going to elongate that left arm all the way up towards the ceiling, opening up the shoulders, opening up the chest. Big inhale, exhale, we're going to swing that arm underneath. Feel that arm is being pulled to the other side of the room as we keep those hips up nice and high. We're going to start to really slow down our heart rate. So inhale for 3, exhale for the count of 6. Well done, my loves. Coming back up onto all fours through here. Meeting me onto your backs. We're going to come to lie and taking those arms out towards the side. We're just going to drop the knees towards the sides, really trying to keep those shoulders still connected to the floor. really benefiting from that lower spinal twist. Opening up the hip flexors as well, after all of that lovely work that we did on our knees to elbows. Taking them back to center, dropping them over to the other side as well. Again, really trying to keep those shoulders connected to the mat. Taking a moment here still just to really turn inwards and slow everything down. A moment for yourself. Drawing those knees in towards your chest. We're going to come into rolling like a ball for 3. That's 2. You've got your last one through here. Before then you meet me up onto your bums. Everything's still connected to the mat. Honestly guys, that was such a spicy session. I hope that you took what you needed from it, disregarded anything that didn't serve you, and I hope to see you all again next week. But honestly, well done for completing today's session, and I will see you all again soon.